Hey, what's going on, everybody? Just want to say what's up and hope everybody's doing good, staying healthy. So I saw an interesting article on Twitter the other day. It says 1 day ago. And it had to do with Steve Young and how he thinks Jimmy Garoppolo can take his next step and what he must do in order to take that step. And the basis of the article is, it believes that in order for Jimmy Garoppolo to take the next step, he needs to earn Kyle Shanahan's trust. It goes over his stats. Based on his stats, he had a pretty good year. 69% of his passes completed, threw for nearly 4,000 yards, 27 touchdowns. He had 13 picks. But it goes on to say like the offense is really built around the running game and their defense, which you could say is pretty true. It talks about at times during the 2019 season, it appeared Coach Kyle Shanahan shied away from letting Garoppolo throw the ball, instead calling plays for the 49ers, multi-dimensional running game. And it talks about how Garoppolo has to earn Shanahan's trust in big situations, and that's something he needs to improve on. And I totally, completely agree with that. It says that there's something about Kyle and him that you just felt in the playoffs was a lack of trust, and I totally agree with that. I mean, if you notice, Jimmy didn't throw the ball much, and when he did, once he threw that pick, I forget which game it was. I think it was the Minnesota game. They just ran the ball the rest of the way. And whether or not it's a lack of trust or not, there is a perception that Jimmy maybe was being held back by Kyle. And whether that's true or not, if I was Jimmy Garoppolo, I would be focused on making sure both the truth and the perception kind of align pretty much, and that Kyle trusts him in situations to put the ball in his hand. I saw another tidbit from another article. I don't exactly know if it's the same one or not, but it was talking about that the Chiefs were daring Jimmy to throw outside. If you notice, the passing game a lot of it is over the middle. Jimmy doesn't have the biggest arm as far as ripping it out to the sidelines. A lot of his damage is done over the middle, and so the Chiefs were squatting on all that stuff. And it showed that Jimmy Garoppolo does have a place to improve, and I haven't written my final assessment on him. I know some people have, and we're calling for Tom Brady or whatever. That's always an exciting proposition, but that would I think that would be detrimental to the locker room if they were to just give up on him so fast. But yeah, there's just that perception out there, whether it's true or not, that Kyle held him back. I noticed it during the playoffs. I mean, I think the guy's capable. I mean, there's games where he went throw for. I mean, again, I've brought this up numerous times. He went throw with Drew in the dome, and looked amazing. He played that game against the Rams where they had the 2 3rd and 16 plays and got them in a field goal range to win. There was the throw against the Cardinals. The throw against the Steelers. I mean, the guy can play. He in some ways he reminds me a little bit of Alex Smith, maybe slightly stronger arm. The Niners need to put their trust in him. And, if Jimmy Garoppolo doesn't seem like he can handle it, then the Niners would have to assess whether they need to look elsewhere at quarterback. I am hopeful that Jimmy is the guy, and I do have a good bit of confidence in him because I just keep going back and hearkening back to the fact that he's only had 1 full year as a starter, and it does matter. Experience does matter. He's got to clean up the picks, though. The picks are his kryptonite. He throws them sometimes at the most inopportune times. And I could see why Kyle would shy away from him sometimes, especially after one, because Jimmy can make a lot of ridiculously nice throws, and then he makes throws that make you scratch your head and wonder what he was thinking. And as you get in the playoffs, you can't have that. Turnovers in the playoffs equal losses. So hopefully he improves this year and he makes changes to his game and is able to open up, use the whole field, the sidelines, not just the middle. And if there is a season, and if Kyle can trust him enough to, take over games sometimes instead of always just trusting on the run. But we'll have to wait and see, as I always say, because of what's going on right now, if there's even a season. And if there is, then we'll get our answers about Jimmy. So, all right, guys, I'm going to go. I'll talk to everybody later. Take care. Bye.